Careful, boy. People looking really hard. Finally, both escalators are working. You know what? I just came up with a great idea. I'm gonna upload that video to my channel. Therefore, if I get a copyright strike, I want everyone to know I made this video for this guy. Hold on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, which one do you like? Because this guy doesn't want to pay me for this kind of work. I made 2 different videos, but that's because the brand didn't like his version of the video or didn't like the editing of the video. And they thought the color was wrong, which was, they were correct. But keep this in mind, everybody. When I corrected his video, I fixed the skin tone mapping, I fixed the contrast, sharpness, brightness, highlights, mind you, messing with the HSL, mind you, this is not a raw file. This is an MP4 file. This is not even a log file. These are straight out of camera. And he did a terrible job straight out of camera, so I had to fix it. So keep this in mind, everybody. I just want to play those two videos on my channel, and watch the algorithm is going to say, oh, you're using no, that's mine, because you read that metadata, that literally, that metadata in that video says I'm the pen photographer, not Brian. So this is why I copyright and I watermark everything I do, and you should do too, everybody. Yeah. I just wanted to show people that I have the work. I have everything. I even have his files. He's not very smart, is he? I have your files, bro. I can prove everything to a judge that you misled me from the very start and used God as an excuse. So, ladies and gentlemen, this man doesn't want to pay or respect or support. He says, and I quote, where's that email? Saying that since I don't have Jesus or God in my life, he cannot support or send money anymore. I'm like, okay, but you're gonna pay me? No, he can't send money, period, because his wife thinks it's just too expensive for the service I'm doing. But you want the high quality service. That's not fair. That's not fair, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta eat, sleep, pay bills too, man. And I'm gonna be behind because of you, dude. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to work with fucking photographers or. Listen, mind you, he has a studio and all this shit, but doesn't want to pay me because his wife, keep this in mind, wasn't born in this country, says not to pay him because she thinks it was too expensive. I'm giving this man a fucking discount, by the way. And not only that, he took up 5 of my days. And if you guys agree with me, you know, check this out. Any videographer and editor is going to say, hey, you should be paying by the hour or by the day. And that's where a judge is going to agree on that too. You should be paying me by the hour and a day, especially if you're telling me you didn't like the first ad that I did. So I send it to the brand. Brand's like, I like this. But can you make it more flashy, more simplified? I was like, sure, I'll make it more simplified, right? So I ended up taking the files and making 2 of those videos that you just saw. I play them again if you want me to. And this one. These are 2 different files now. I kid you not, everyone. If you would have saw the footage before I edited this, you could be like, oh, my panda. That is so underexposed. How the hell did you recover that? How did you? What did you do? Skin tones were so bad. Mind you, like I said, straight out of camera. And normally, I do straight out of camera stuff too sometimes. For if a client asks for it, right? If a client asks for it. But I never had a client ask for it straight out of camera. Unless the client doesn't know video. So for this guy, it was easy because he doesn't know video either. He didn't fix his white balance, or AKA Kelvin temperature. Come on, man. You gotta fix the Kelvin temperature. It's like, it's so important. Then some of this footage was underexposed and overexposed, and skin tones were, like, I think he was playing around with like preset profiles in the camera. But I'm just showing you guys, like, yeah. And mind you, the brand liked these 2 videos. They couldn't even decide which one they wanted. That's why I made 2 separate files, because after the 3rd day of this guy being nitpicky and being a nuisance, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own shit. I'm gonna create 2 new files, bust it out like this. Listen, either like this one or like this one. That is it, man. After the 5th day, I was like, listen, if you're not paying me, bro, for this, I should just either pay me in full now or pay me for the hourly and the time that you wasted. Because honestly, 5 days of me going back and forth with this man, you should be paying me thousands of dollars, everybody. And yes, I agree with you, Samson, or what's this? Sorry, I'm pronouncing his name. Ooh, Samsung. Oh, I don't, Soundzo. So, Soundo's a subscriber. He's a videographer. He's watching my video. He said, like, yo, dude, you should have been paying $1,000, man. If this guy kept asking you to change the ad and do this and change this, after 3 days, he should be paying you a minimum of $3,500. But he didn't pay the minimum of $3,500. I gave him a discount. I gave him a very, very low price, my dear. And still, his wife says not to pay him. That's what it is. Like she said last time. This dick is too expensive. No, it's not. You know nothing about video, ma'am. Stay at home, be a house mom. This is why she's like a Karen, bro. He has a Karen wife. Yeah, he's married to a Karen. It's crazy, man. Thank you, Yuki, for putting that in that way. Yeah, he is married to a Karen. And now I can't get my fucking money for my birthday, which is in 2 days. That's okay, man. I let everyone see my work, not your work. Because remember, this work is watermarked and copyrighted by me, bro. Look at the files. Look at the metadata. It says Video Leap, hashtag Panda Photographer, metadata, time, date, software, everything you see. Come on. You think I'm that? Dude, come on, man. I do this in every video, in every photograph. I watermark and I metadata everything. So I can trace it on the internet. That's my job as a journalist, as a documentarian and journalist. And mind you, everything I create, I'm uploading to the Library of Congress for my own fucking protection. That's why when the brand was like, oh man, listen, we need to pay. Mind you, I already contacted the brand. They don't want to even pay. They was like, no, that's between you and Brian. Because Brian said he wasn't getting paid for that. Doesn't matter if you're not getting paid for it. You hire a videographer and a retoucher and an editor. You're supposed to pay that man. Mind you, you're in Texas, I'm in New York, son. You reached out to me from Texas. Therefore, that was a transaction and accumulation. Oh, wow, I can't even say the word now. Communication call. Oh, my panda. You reached out to me and said, hey, I have a job for you if you want to do it, man. I gave you my price, you said it was too high. I gave you another price, you said it was a little bit too high for me. I gave you another price, and you said you'll work with me. Because I told you, doing this is, no, I don't want to be running around, and he gave me the runaround. So, yeah. But with that said, everyone, it fucking sucks, man. I gotta argue and like take this guy to court. Small claims court, just for $560, bro. That I need right now, desperately right now. Gotta pay bills, man. Gotta get some stuff, man. Gotta put food on my table, bro. This guy is playing games. It's not cool, man. It's not cool at all. That's what happens when you mess with black photographers sometimes. I'm being honest about that as a black man. That's bilingual. This man's not even bilingual. You're a Texas black man married to a Romanian woman, and she's telling you how to spend your money, how to finance you. I get it. Maybe you are clumsy with spending money. But when you hire someone, you gotta pay that person. That is just out of respect and a humanity, mind you, a humane thing to do. That's like hiring a fucking contractor from Pennsylvania. You bring him all the way to fucking Texas, and then you only pay him halfway. And then when he needs the money to get back home, you won't give him. So now he's stuck because you want to cheat. So messed up, man. People are just cruel. And then you buy all my lighting equipment that I'm not even using. Oh, by the way, I got video of that. Hold on, let me show you that too. Oh yeah, I got. Let me show you. Let me find these files. Because I have it in my Dropbox too. I mean, in my Google Drive. Okay. This is what this man sent me when he first got the products. I want you guys to look. You see these? You see what he is? You see that product right there? That's just. I sold him 2 of these 250 watt strobes. 2. And he sends me these photos of how he's using it. I'm like, you need a black screen on the opposite side. You know, negative. You need a negative. But he doesn't know video, like I said, right? Yeah, Brian, I can still get these photos, man. You didn't think I have these? Come on, bro. I keep everything. And now you're scared. I hope you're watching. I hope he's watching. Now you're scared, man. I got everything. All the conversations. You can't delete the Instagram conversations. So, you think deleting your Instagram messages? Yeah, I noticed that in the last 48 hours, you're trying to delete messages. That's why it's a little too late. I already screen copied everything I needed to know, everything you needed to know in the audience about this man. Actually, let me play that video. It might be a little bit long, because this dude he thinks he's playing games. By the way, look, he brought the strobes for $300. There's a transaction right there. Wait, that's not it. He also brought my gimbal. Oh, that's not it, everybody. I could keep going on with this. This man brought all of my lighting equipment, and he was telling his spouse that he was financially supporting me. Well, you know what? You kept asking me if I had anything to sell. I said, yeah, I got some lighting equipment for sale. And you kept asking for more and more. You were helping me pay my bills. And then you ask, see, this is crazy, man. Got all the evidence, man. So I hope you got your evidence. And not only that, I got this man's physical home address. So I don't need to search for this man. I can literally just contact his courthouse in his state and submit my documents. It's $95, like I said. This is why I said, people, why are you making this more complicated? It doesn't make sense why you make it complicated. Just pay me the money. Why would you want me to take you to court so you can spend more money? It just makes me think you're incompetent. Doesn't make sense, right, everybody? Why would you do that to yourself? Knowing what I'm capable of doing, knowing that you saw me do this before. And then you got the nerve that, mind you, remember the video that you guys saw the previous night? He got the nerve to apologize, but still didn't send me a payment. Some of you thought it was just hilarious. Like, what? Don't email me until you have my payment. Don't email me until you have that invoice. Make sure you pay me through the electronic transaction. This is why I wanted an electronic transaction. Man, so I'm pretty upset, everybody. This man doesn't want to pay up. Did all that fucking work and all that. Oh, can you change this? Can you change that? Can you do this? Oh, I like that effect. How did you do that? Yeah, that's what he was saying. And then he tried to say, oh, can you make... Actually, he showed me a video. He's like, oh, I like this video. I was like, dude, I'm not copying someone else's style. I use my own style. Yeah, I had to tell him that. Like, no, I'm not copying off someone else's style. Like, as a videographer, you gotta find your own place in the space. See? Something that he doesn't want to learn. But I digress, everyone. I just want to show proof. I'm going to show the video again. So I get copyright strike. So I can do YouTube. But nope. Here's my work. Here's the original files. Here's everything. Here's the edit. Here's the project. You know, mind you, if you're a videographer, you're doing product promotion, commercial advertisement for social media, YouTube, or just the fact that you're doing this for the television space, listen, ladies and gentlemen, don't ever work for free. If someone rips you off, always take copies of every transaction or your conversations, your phone calls. Make sure you keep copies of everything. Just people like to burn people. And this man is trying to burn me. So, thank you for listening and always supporting everyone. I appreciate it. Because this motherfucker, I can't believe this man. I can't see any money anymore. So, and also, you don't have Jesus and God in your life. Like, really, man? You've been watching my channel since, what, January, February of this year? And mind you, he said himself, he reached out to me for video assistance. Came across my channel and my work, and yeah. Mind you, I don't even know this man. He's from Texas. Keep that in mind, everybody. And I'm in New York. He found me on the internet. And then we connected. Then we spoke on the phone, we spoke through, you know, Zoom, just to make sure this person was a real motherfucking man. Because you know how these online, you know how these online people pretend to be something that they're not. You might be talking to a woman, the next you know, it's a man. He was trying to get into your bum bums. He was trying to get in between your cheeks. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, man, I needed to make sure this person was a real person. And then we negotiate business. And then he came to me with some projects, like, hey man, I need this video done for this project. I'm late behind. Mind you, not only that he's 2 months behind on the project, but he wanted it ASAP. That's not fair. You can't ask for something ASAP. And that's like, oh, you want to do a rush service. That's going to cost you more. For a rush service, that's going to cost you more. Think about it. As a videographer, don't you agree with me? Or as an editor, as a filmmaker, he's asking for a rush order. He has to pay additional what? $1,200 for a rush order? In most cases, like in this situation, everybody? Come on. It's common sense, right? I don't think that's fair either. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, go to my Instagram. I post the conversation, brief conversations on it. Letting everyone know who this man is on social media. Don't follow this man. Don't subscribe to this guy. Because he wants to listen to his wife. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect your wife, but your wife disrespected veterans and disrespected me. I'm a born American. She's not. You married your wife 19 years ago. And I'm sorry, man. I'm going to say this right now. I know you can get better looking wives than that, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I'm calling your wife ugly. You got something to say? Say it. I want you to come at me. Yeah. Tell your wife I said what I said. Since she wants to disrespect me too. And disrespect the veterans. Talking about You people can go get your own, yeah. Because he told her my situation, right, ladies and gentlemen? And she's like, oh, so he's houseless, homeless? Then he could go find his own work. He's gonna, mind you, she thought I was gonna con him. That's why I don't got no respect for her, man. She's not sympathetic. Yeah, she told him about my situation. She was like, oh, my panda, he's gonna rob you. He's gonna, yeah. That's the first thing she thought. Way to go. Way to fucking go. You come to this country, you marry a black man, and you're Romanian, and you got the nerve to say such shit like that? My dear, don't ever come to New York. Oh, that's right, you never been to New York. You never been anywhere outside of Texas. As soon as you got married, you went straight to Texas. That's where you've been. That's why I told him in his face. Tell your wife to stay a housewife and shut her fucking mouth. She does nothing about this business transaction and nothing about videography or editing or colors. Shut up. You tell your wife the truth. This is going to be expensive. You hire a professional to actually edit your video because you do not know how to edit. You do not know how to color grade. You do not know how to shoot straight out of camera. Just tell your wife the truth. But like I said in the emails, he even said it himself, ladies and gentlemen, that like he wasn't very honest with his wife. He didn't share a lot of details. Come on, man. That's why I shared that email in that video. To show you everyone that like this man is like literally lying to you, me, and his wife. So why would you speak God to me? Why would you say you don't want to support me if I don't have God in my life or Jesus? Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel for a long, long time, I'm 46 years of age. Keep that in mind. I have not once believed in God or Jesus. I don't believe in that faith. I came close to Buddhism. That's not really a religion. That's because I was fucking around with Japanese people all the time in a country. And that's the thing you do. You go to the temple, show your respect, and I can respect that. Pay the monk a visit, give the monks some rice so they can feed, or a donation. Come on. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. They're not out there trying to, oh, Jesus loves you, put your money in my penny bank. Oh, yeah, you feel that Jesus love? Oh, Jesus in you, boy. Oh, yeah. No, they didn't go around doing that. The Japanese, you just go to a temple and you just give your respect. They're not walking around like in New York City, right here in Times Square. You got a monk in Times Square, a fake monk, by the way. I called him out every time I see him. I was like, Kuchiba. He's monk. He's supposed to be monk, right? But he's a monk, but mind you, I try to speak every other language and Asian language to see how he responds. They all cons. Don't fall for the monk scam here in New York City. Monks don't walk around asking people for money. That's absurd. You never will see that in Asia either. Trust me. That's where you got to put your common sense together. Like, a monk walking around asking for money? That's unusual. It is, because they don't. You go to their temple and you show your respect. You bring an offering. It's called an offering, by the way. You bring an offering. You bring your peace, you clean your sins or your whatever they say, wash the bad luck away. And this is another thing you need to do in Japan. Most people don't do it anymore when they visit Japan. They used to do it a lot back in the day. And mind you, a lot of Japanese have forced foreigners to do it. So when you get off the plane, there's a temple at the airport. You know that, right? They ask you to visit it, get a cleanse, get a pray, or you know, yeah, they ask you. If you don't do it, trust me, when you enter the city and whatever happens, most likely nothing ever happens. But now today in Japan, oh shit, a lot of shit happens. You got fucking IRS streamers messing up the whole cultural experience in Japan and South Korea and everywhere else, especially in Asia. You guys target Asia for some reason. I don't know why. Why are you not targeting European countries? Because you know the law will fucking spank your ass. But then again, Japanese will spank you too. But what happened with Jolly Somali? I think the Japanese should have gave him prison time. But now he's about to face 25 to maybe 30 years in a Korean prison just because he was being a nuisance streamer. You don't go to another person's country and disrespect their laws and rules, but you want the people of South Korea to respect your laws and rules in your country? I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fucking fair at all. And a lot of people do that shit here in America. They think they fucking go to someone else's country and disrespect their rules and violate the policies. And mind you, UN policies too. So if your passport gets taken, you're like, oh, why my passport? Well, you fucked up because you never owned your passport. Man, you might pay for it. The government still owns your passport. They can take it from you anytime. I worked for the consulate for, 6 years? I keep telling every single tourist person when they wanted to visit either South Korea or Japan, don't do anything stupid. Don't be, and look what Jolly Somali tried to do. He tried to run out of South Korea by going to the U.S. Embassy and getting a purple passport, which is temporary. It's a one-time use only. This is why I'm disappointed by the government. How can you sit here and allow this man to do all this carnage in South Korea and then give this man a passport knowing that the significance of what he did in South Korea is so damaging? He makes your government, our government, look bad. You issue him an emergency passport. And first of all, the man wasn't in distress at all. So how did he get the emergency passport? Yeah, the government took his money. South Korean government locked him out, can't make any money. He's not distressed. He had a home with Hank. Hank was a South Korean resident. So he wasn't in distress. I know this because when I lost my passport in another country, they gave me that passport because I knew about it. I knew about the emergency passport. But ladies and gentlemen, I digress, man. Life is so fucked up right now. Oh yeah, you see how people walking and looking at me? Like, yeah, you see my city credentials? Yeah, there you go. Read it. Because a lot of you people don't like to fucking read. They go to Starbucks, right? They ask for the bathroom, right? But they walk right into an employee's bathroom. I'm not even an employee's bathroom. An employee's office room. I'm like, and it says right there in big black letters, employees only. And you just still open it. Yeah, people don't read these days. People are too fucking lazy. They're like, oh, I didn't read that. I'm like, well, you should read before you enter. That's what I don't understand. What happened to the common respect? You entered a door without reading? What's wrong? What is wrong with? Oh, guess who I saw last night? And you know what? I wasn't even going to call 90th Precinct to get his ass. James Moore. So James Moore, if you ever watching my videos, man, I know where you fucking go at night now. You want to come to Queens, go to the 7 line to get to wherever you staying now, right? Where you are at another, temporary housing situation? They replaced you somewhere. Now you're not in Brooklyn. Now you're in Queens. Like I said, man, James Moore. Yeah, this is a James Moore character that was a grifter. He went around Brooklyn and Williamsburg with the basketball scam, telling people he's in a man, you're a grown-ass man. You're not in high school. You got a beard. You got a full structure. You're not in high school, man. You out here smoking weed, buying beer. Come on. You're using the money to buy beer and weed. Not only I caught you, mind you, this man came up to me and wanted to fight me, knowing that he's violating my First Amendment right and my city rights. Talking about take me off Instagram. They're like, yeah, I record everything that you do. Take me off YouTube and Instagram, man. Yeah, I'm showing people how you a scam. You're using the money to supply your weed and your alcohol. Yeah, yeah. And you're a father. This is what you teach your kids? How to scam people? And mind you, he stopped scamming people after that. But his other homeboys continue. And now they got a new guy on the streets. But this is the thing, Greenpoint already knows about them. That's why most of the business is like, go away, get away from my customers. Come on, I've been in Greenpoint every day. I have not seen them in Greenpoint. They know this shit is, they're dead. Their scam is dead. The basketball scam is dead, bro. That's why I'm gonna go to 98 Precinct. Like, yeah, I just seen James Moore. I just followed him last night. I know exactly where he goes. You guys want to contact this precinct, pick his ass up for assault. Because yeah, there's still a warrant out for your arrest, man, for assault. You assaulted me. It's on live stream. You violated my constitutional right, and you violated your own constitutional right. That's how stupid you are, Mr. James Moore. And I know exactly where you live now. I know what train stop you get off now. So keep that in mind, man. Yeah, that guy with the bulletproof vest on, with the NYPD in New York City press, that was me, motherfucker. And the distance watching you. Remember, you got on at Metropolitan, didn't you, last night? All right then. Yeah, be afraid, James Moore. I will be going to the 90 precinct and letting you know where you are located now, since they can't find you at that other location. This man assaulted me on live stream, everybody, and violated my fucking constitutional right and my city rights. You're scamming innocent people, bro. You're not in high school. You're a father of two. It's on your Instagram. That's how stupid you are. That's how you scammers are stupid. You scam people, but then you get people's Instagram, and when they follow you and they look at your Instagram like, what? You're a father, bro. You're not in high school. You're not a tutor. You're not a teacher. You have no CPA references. You got nothing, bro. I looked you up, man. Like I said, everybody, if you look on my channel, just type in James Moore. You'll find the videos. This man assaulted me when I'm doing my city duties. Yeah, calling himself a patron. Tyrant. You're a black motherfucking tyrant. That's what you are, man. So, take it with a grain of salt, everybody. Yeah, so James Moore, be afraid, man. You're in my territory now, Queens. You want to be in Queens? You're gonna have to apply, man. I'm gonna show you what real niggas know how to do to niggas like you, bro. You want to try to beat up people and steal their camera equipment and try to kick me off YouTube? No, go get a subpoena, bro. Go get a subpoena from a judge and watch the judge laugh at your black ass and like, you want me to subpoena a journalist for what? Flexing his constitutional right, showing that you were scamming people? Yeah, dismiss. Dismiss. Actually lock his ass up. Because not only you were robbing people, that's fraud, man. FBI could come after you. The IRS could come after you. Yeah, that's fraud, man. So I would be very, very careful what you say next or what you do, Mr. James Moore. Not only you committed fraud, but that's a felony. That's a felony what you did. And then you assaulted someone? For what reason? And then you took advantage of my weight on my camera bag? Man, this is why you're a punk. You still couldn't fight me one-on-one. And then you ran like a little bitch that you are. Yes, everybody, he ran. The live stream is up, you can watch it. He ran. Because he knew he was going to go to jail. Who would run from the scene of the crime? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. I stood there and told the police, like, yeah, officer. They was like, oh, what's up, Hannah? Yeah, this guy assaulted me, James Moore. They was like, oh, you know his name? Yeah. He went down to the subway on that end. So he's going back to East New York. But since then, you probably switched locations, didn't you? Like I said, he's in a transitional home. He's homeless, everybody. He's a bum father. He's in a transitional housing program. This is what they city do. They switch you, they replace you every other fucking year or whatever, 6 months. They make you run around the city like fucking animals, and then they relocate you, and keep relocating you for fucking 7-10 years until they want to give you your Section 8 apartment, and then you probably lose it 6 months later because your social worker either screwed up the paperwork or someone fucked it up. But yeah, everybody. That's why we don't rely on the city. There ain't no the resources. Because they just mess up your record, they take advantage of your social security number. But anyway, our social security numbers are breached anyway. Every single American's social security number is on the dark web. People just don't realize it. So is James Moore's. But I digress, everyone. But James Moore, I know where you live now, man. So expect a knock, or not even a knock. Expect a visit. And the cops come pay you a visit for what you did back in, what was that, February, March? You want to assault people for flexing their rights because you got caught scamming people? You're not in high school, bro. There's no such thing as a basketball scam. You've been doing this scam for 3 years since I came back to New York. The first time I met these guys was at Park House. Yes, the first time at Park House in 2022. The same MO every fucking year, all year round, even during the winter. Like, are you serious? Even during Christmas. Every holiday, I'm like, no, there's no school. That's bullshit. There's no way. Guys, I remember this scam because one of my homies got scammed back in Harlem back in the day with this scam. And this scam is not new, it's old. They're doing this scam right in Manhattan. This is why if you look at the NYPD search and you look up NYPD basketball scams, they're a part of that group that scams people, rob you for your bank, take extra money out of your bank account. Yeah, they're those, that's who they are. This is why I'm pointing the NYPD in the right direction. He's a scammer. He's a grifter. There you go. He stole thousands of dollars. Here's proof. I got video evidence of everything. I'm sitting at Lot Radio one day. He comes up to me for a fourth time, and I'm telling him, mind you, everybody, he's in my live stream. We're just sitting there. Come on, brother, I know you got money. Yeah, I do, and I'm not supporting your fucking cause. No. You're a father. Make a father YouTube channel instead of scamming people, like I told him. That's why everyone in Greenpoint, all of my homies in Greenpoint looking for you, bro. Be careful how you walk now in New York. So everyone, go watch the videos. Type in James Moore, and you're like, oh my man, he just came up to you while you were live streaming and just assaulted you. Delete the video. Go get a subpoena, bro. And watch a judge laugh at you like, you're gonna lose. And now you're gonna pay me money for defamation. That's what's gonna happen next, man. And now you can never get housing. You can never probably get a job. Now you got bad credit because you gotta pay me. Now you got a debt. Stupid. Why did it say it's tilted? I didn't even move anything. It said the phone was tilted. How? That's just crazy. But anyway,